you'll remember the people who were here last time, they moved us further up Whitehall. They told us that, you know, Theresa May kept waking up in the morning with a certain tune in her head. She was eating her fields of Weetabix, singing to herself, "Oh, Tommy Robinson." Remind her of the tune. Make her hear it all the way in Checkers. But by the way, I know at the back you're far away. I know you're getting restless. Remember, the theme for the day, for us to prove that we are the good guys. Stay disciplined. Stay peaceful. I want to introduce, I'm going to use the line I used before in case you didn't hear it, the David Attenborough of Euroscepticism. Let's play the video message from Lord Malcolm Pearson.
All right, buddy, how you doing, boy?
Ladies and gentlemen, I'm very sorry not to be with you today, but I am actually in hospital until next Saturday, and so I hope you'll forgive me for not being present. My main interest in this shameful saga of Tommy Robinson's treatment is to make sure that he is protected and has peace of mind while he's in prison. And I've been tabling questions in the Lords, and I've been writing to ministers personally to try and ensure that this is so. My last letter was actually delivered to the prison minister personally, put into his hands by a fellow MP. So the prison minister, Rory Stewart, can't possibly say that his civil servants kept the letter from him and he didn't know about it. Of course, I don't know whether all this will have had any effect by the time you meet. The other thing, ladies and gentlemen, I am trying to do with Tommy is to start a national debate about Islam. If the grooming gang scandal tells us anything, it tells us that we have a serious problem with Islam in this country. And I don't think we will ever defeat Islamism if we don't understand Islam. So we really must learn about it and talk about it. And I'm afraid there's some very boring words that come into this, but there are only 4 of them. But we have to understand them if we're going to understand Islam at all. And the first boring word is abrogation, whereby Muslims believe, or most Muslims believe, we should ask them, that the later verses of the Quran, the verses of the sword, outweigh the earlier, more peaceful verses of the Quran, the verses of peace. And if that is so, then Islam cannot be a religion of peace. I don't know enough about Islam, but I think we should talk about it. The next boring word is taqiyya, whereby Muslims are encouraged to deceive their hosts and their host countries while they are growing in strength and before they are strong enough to take that country over. The third boring word is al-hijra, and that is the example of Muhammad in 627 in Medina, when he was strong enough to take over the town and his countries, and he made an offer to his host. He said, either you join my religion, or some of you can pay a tax, or I'm going to kill the rest of you. And he killed 600 Jews in one afternoon, and Islam went on to conquer most of the known world. All this, of course, is within the context of Sharia law and the Muslim ambition to create a world caliphate. And in all this, ladies and gentlemen, I think the most important thing we can do is to discuss it with our peaceful Muslim friends, and particularly with those brave Muslims who are starting to talk about it amongst themselves and who are looking for a different kind of Islam. They're trying to reach a different understanding of what Islam really is. And if we can make it normal to talk about Islam, perhaps our political class will stop accusing us of hate crime whenever we try to do so. As I said in my recent interview with Tommy, I do believe that UKIP is the best vehicle for encouraging this debate nationally and taking it forward for the eventual salvation of our grandchildren. I leave you with one question about